Hey guys, welcome to Koos Crochet. Today we're going to be learning how to do the loop stitch and a few variations of the loop stitch, including an increase, a decrease, a half double crochet loop stitch, and a double crochet loop stitch. And this is all in US terminology. The loop stitch is a great one for creating a nice textured loop on your crochet pieces. I've used all these variations in my latest hedgehog patterns to create spikes. So we're going to begin by inserting our hook into our stitch as normal. Now when we yarn over, we're not going to grab the strand of yarn closest to us. We're going to go behind our index finger, grab that strand of yarn and the one closest to you, and pull through your stitch, leaving 3 loops on your hook. We're then going to yarn over and grab the strand closest to you and pull through all 3 loops on the hook. This will leave you with a little loop on your index finger. Then we'll pull that off our finger and push the loop downwards, facing the right side of our piece. Now to make sure that this loop is going to be secured on the right side of our piece to create our spikes, we're going to hold it down with our thumb, and then we're going to insert our hook into our next stitch over the top of that loop we've created for our next loop stitch. Again, we're going to yarn over, getting the strand of yarn behind our finger and the one closest to us, pull through 3 loops on the hook, yarn over on the strand closest to us, and pull through all 3 loops on our hook. And this will leave us with this nice little loop on our finger. And now we have created 2 loop stitches. Now I'm working in a 6 single crochet in a magic ring, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do 4 more loop stitches before we move on to our loop stitch increases. To create a loop stitch increase, we're going to be completing 2 loop stitches in 1 stitch. So we'll create our first one here. And then we're going to push that loop down to the side, pushing it more towards the right than usual. Then we're going to work back into that same stitch we just created our first loop stitch in and create 1 more loop stitch. And that is 1 loop stitch increase. To practice our loop stitch increase, we're going to go around and create 5 more. This will leave us with a total of 12 loop stitches at the end of the round. To create our loop stitch decrease, we're going to be working into the front loop only of our next 2 stitches and then finishing off with a loop stitch. So then we're going to yarn over, grab the strand behind our index finger, the one in front of it, pulling through both of those front loop stitches, yarning over, and then pulling through all of those 3 loops left on the hook. And now we have done a loop stitch decrease. So we'll do that one more time just before going through. So yeah, we'll push our little loop down on the right side of our piece and then work into the next front loop only of the next 2 stitches. Yarn over, pull through those 2 strands of yarn over, pull through both of those front loop only stitches, and then completing our loop stitch. Now we're going to do 4 more of those in total to give us 6 loop stitches at the end of the round. To create a half double crochet loop stitch, we're going to begin as you would for a regular half double crochet stitch. So we're going to be yarning over and then inserting our hook into our next stitch and then creating our loop stitch. So we're going to yarn over, grabbing both of these strands, pull through, leaving you with 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, grab the strand closest to you from your loop and pull through all 4 loops on the hook. And now we have created a half double crochet loop stitch. So we'll do that one more time and then we'll work around making 6 in total. You can see this is a longer stitch than usual with our loop stitch, so it gives quite a nice effect when creating a pattern. We're going to yarn over, insert our hook, yarn over, grabbing both of these strands from your finger, yarning over, pulling through 4 loops on your hook, and there is your half double crochet stitch. So yeah, go ahead and make 4 more of those to practice, and then we will learn the double crochet loop stitch. For our double crochet loop stitch, we're going to begin by yarning over and then inserting our hook into our next stitch. Then we're going to create our loop stitch, so we're going to pull through both of these strands, leaving us with 4 loops on our hook. We're then going to yarn over and pull through just the first 3 loops on your hook, leaving you with 2. And then yarn over again and pull through the last 2 loops on your hook. This is our double crochet loop stitch. You can see this is a lot taller again than our half double crochet was, so it gives your piece a bit of height. You might want to give yourself more slack on the yarn for making these double crochets, just so it's not as tight to pull through for the last step. So we'll do that one more time and then go around and create 4 more afterwards. So again, we're going to yarn over and then insert our hook into our next stitch. Then we're going to create our loop stitch and pull through, leaving us with 4 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops on the hook. And this is our double crochet. So yeah, go ahead and practice this stitch by doing 4 more in your round. When you've completed your last double crochet loop stitch, you're going to just want to make sure that that loop is going to be secured so it doesn't unravel itself. So before fastening off, you're just going to want to join with a slip stitch. I hope you've enjoyed learning these different variations of the loop stitch today, and if you'd like to practice this stitch with my new hedgehog pattern, it will be released on the 4th of April 2026, so make sure to check that out when it's released. Thank you very much for watching, and yeah, have a good one.